Oh, hello, people. My name is Kale Boss. The only boss. Oh, wait, what else? Have you heard? Wait, do you know that Tap Tap Send is live in Texas? Oh, you didn't know? We went to New York. Now we are live in Texas. So people in Texas and around, all you have to do is to download Tap Tap Send. Yes, Tap Tap Send has become the most unique, secure, and fast way of sending money across the world to your loved ones anywhere. Okay, so download Tap Tap Send on Google Play Store or App Store, and when you're in Texas or around, you just have to put in the code TXGH. What did I say? TXGH, and you get $10 for your first transaction you make. Mahama Media, Texas, you drew, very soon we'll conquer everywhere. Download Tap Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Tap Send, it's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Abeka Group of Companies and Samiflex TV presents September to Remember. And in September to Remember, Dubai tour with Samiflex. ATM wakonya na oni yako Dubai. Na wako shewa nisu adie. Na fe ya sanswa jieniabo. Na yebeko tour places biti se Desert Safari, Dubai Frame, Atlantics Water Park, Dubai City Tour. Na fe yacht party nsu tietia. Na ya sanswa party in the cloud. ATM ayen komani ya mekanchiro. Da be ya September to Remember. Dubai tour with Samiflex. Na ya basu 24th September. Dikosi 29th September. Annie. Enti for any reservation. Anasen chirichirimu bia. Any fresh huma true for 0243 514732. Ana plus 971 559 494061. Proudly sponsored by Sankofa Restaurant, Taste Africa, Ohineba Jemai TV, and Afe, Edike Media. September to Remember Dubai tour with Samiflex. Ebeye kikim.
My first question is music a competition? Music a jumana ye no. We are singing a competition and answer a more of maybe the creative's desire to either entertain or the creative desire to make sure he feels fulfilled with the creativity that he's putting out. Why am I asking this question? Maybe a chum na medical. A tweet be. Na medical tweet no. Or can send you. Producer, when you tweet na fatu na can mention see a bit to me. Eddie didn't come on. Tweet na beda screen is no. Till in Swana Santana Mapebiaman. Or say Ghana music is slowly losing its touch and source due to loads of pressure exerted by a certain group of people. The focus of fun and entertainment is gradually being swayed from entertainment to a target goal. And the music no be competition. No, and a medical. You're the 20. Or say a young tono and your competitions are the munyai pressure the rebeno. Na munyai artist no muso in Chile kakra. When I near an old Asamoah Beidou, entertainment journalist or a pundit, or no so. Who dear medical a tweet here or say, Sammy, medical is wrong. Music be competition. Comedy video artist now oye jumano. Or no say music no be competition. The observer sitting somewhere thinks you dey lie medical. Music be competition. A troubleful be brave. But we smith makai brofon kakra ochro ya na fe meje omoti ani dipa meje omudi se ombetimi a church se no me ate ase ye enti wo so tifie na o hwe no start dwen ho enyum adwuma no a competition ana enye competition. Now let's read what Arnold Asamoah Beidou published. It was first published in the Graphic Showbiz or graphic.com, and I'm reading this one from Ghana Web as well, where it says medical is wrong, music be competition. Now let's read. It says, in the midst of all the cacophony of Nigerian artists selling out arenas and stadia and the calling out of Ghanaian artists and their inability to achieve similar feats, some artists in Ghana are not taking the mentions lightly and they are firing back. Woto, woto, woto. Shatawale, in his usual insipid tirade, talks about how no Ghanaian artist can even match the exploits of Nigerian artist Ashake. Familiar muses over the kind of frustration some Ghanaian music followers subject them to with such inconsiderate comparisons, and when Deshay asserts how winning a Grammy and selling out the O2 Arena should not be the standard of success in music. It's not surprising to have such rationalization from these artists, but the reasoning from medical that piqued my interest the most. It says, in responding to the chatter about Ghanaian artists and their inability to sell O2 Arena and others, the rapper made a post, and that is what I just read. That Ghana music is slowly losing its touch and source due to loads of pressure exerted by a certain group of people. The focus of fun entertainment is gradually being swayed from entertainment to target goals. Now, Arnold has captioned his post in 3 titles. And the first one says, let me start from it. It says, there is pressure everywhere. That is what he starts saying. There is pressure everywhere. Now, what did he say? He said, I'm not sure about a certain group of people who are exerting loads of pressure on Medical and his peers to the point where he feels he needs to speak up about his discomfort and unhappiness about the situation. But regardless, if indeed there is such a group, then the rapper should rather be thankful. He should be grateful and appreciative that there is a group of music lovers who love him, think about him, patronize his work, and are willing to hold him to such high standards. The fact is, there is pressure in every field of endeavor or business. In governmental business, there is pressure to fix the economy, make the standard of living comfortable for the people, and provide requisite infrastructure for citizens. In the media business, there is pressure to hit a certain target, get audience, get partnership with other business entities, and in the banking and telecommunication business, there is pressure to attain subscribers and offer the best services as possible. In the music business, there is pressure to produce hit records, sell more, get gigs, accomplish the most lucrative endorsement deals. Ultimately, there is pressure to realize fame, affluence, relevance, and dominance. There is pressure everywhere. Now, he comes back to the next point where he says, every business has target or goals. Every business has target or goals. Again, what did he write here? He says, Medical says music is all fun entertainment and the so-called pressure group is swaying that focus to target goals. Man, that's enough exhibition of ignorance and lack of awareness from someone supposed to be one of our top artists in the last couple of years, and it is gut-wrenching. In the year 2023, the rapper doesn't need any telling that the craft he is pursuing now is business. He's into music business, and every business has target goals. If music was all fun entertainment only, then he would have been performing for free and producing for charity. Get a grip. Music business is serious business which requires massive investment, and every investor injects funding with the goal and target of making the best of their investments. So, as an independent artist, if Medical injects funding into his music venture without any goal or target, then he is lost and needs a whole ab initio session on Music Business 101. Any serious-minded artist in music business has the target and goals, or has target and goals. How many songs to release in a year? How many EPs, albums to release in a period of time? The number of songs to put on an album, and which ones to cut out are goals that artist and his team develop before the project comes out. How many streaming numbers as an artist aspires to attain? The number of gigs he or she aims to have, and the ultimate desire to be the best in that field of endeavor are all goals and targets. How does he know this? Now he comes back to respond to the real question, where he says, music be business. And now let's get it. His assertion of music not being competition is laughable and pathetic. The fact that he's been able to work his way to become one of, if not the most relevant and dominant rapper in the last 3 years, is testament that he's been able to beat the competition in that domain. There is competition in every thriving industry. MTN, Vodafone, and the rest are competing in the telecommunication space to garner more customers and offer the best services. GCB Bank, ADB, EcoBank, and the rest have been competing in the banking industry to offer excellent customer service, good value, innovative products, competitive rates, and by staying technologically advanced. In the music business, artists are competing for patronage, for audience, for the market, competing for the streaming numbers, for gigs, for awards, endorsement deals, among others. And this was ably written by our good fellow Arnold Asamoah Baidu. Now let's get into the conversation. I think the bidding Kobonankasa. Medical Canadian, or Chaka Krabi, Anodaba, or Canadian, or Johnny Tintin, Profu Bebre, a kind now. Aha, auntie, Ushe, a screen is Arnold on the left rank. Medical as well, right? Medical is a boom. That is what that seems to be saying. Well, let's start a conversation. This is Class Showbiz here on CTV. And remember that we are ably sponsored by Be a Champion Gallery. Be a Champion Gallery. Now, I saw you Amadebia Tuesday about 8 p.m. Wednesday about 8 p.m. Behone at Didra na Yedin Komo. I more there and come away and EJ room, addition room, and in Semon's room. In some means information. And come on, Nina, a room. When you bet a crack, you be mount in some. If you answer any such, say, oh yeah. Be a Champion Gallery. Oba Ghana ha. You can't company on me a year paintings. The timid ball war when be IFA Ghana how me a numero uno, number one. You can't almost ma designs. The African textiles. Krumba, they are number one. Everything that you want to do with your hand in terms of sculptured works, in terms of metal works, all these things. Who say we be the same me be pride at name pande Ghana number one. Be a Champion Gallery. Be a intimate charm. Because of that, I'm a baby, or my church, or my shame, or my baby branches be send your car. Obey me and who works maybe. To make sure places are more now so I can know and near my Be a Champion on Tombi. Call West Small, I know Ewa cry here, West Small, Ewa Wager Council, and I'll call Atomic Junction, also Omo, a more now, Atomic Junction on Atlantic Mall, a Huape, and now Omo, Betty Macon shop. Now, if a fair Oko Elmina Castle, so I want to Be a Champion Gallery and I Cape Coast Castle, I want to Be a Champion Gallery. Maybe I person from now starting to think, say, some flex set more some paintings, BFF, and Besame Toby. At the coche be Besame Toby, they hanging my sorry, them, my office, my fee, my bedroom, everywhere that you want to decorate with some beautiful paintings. Be a Champion will get it for you. Call them now on 024 3058 956. 024-3058-956. When it's said and done, I feel Nico, but I'm not start here now. Me has be breaking it down. It's music competition.
Well, yes, it's like let me be straightforward. It's a competition.
Okay.
But within the competition, individuals it decided the level of competition that they want to take.
Okay.
That's where I mean may differ from another the motive of him writing the whole article. That's where I would differ from him. In business, like we have 3 types of competition. We have direct competitors. We have indirect competitors. And then we have replacement competitors.
Okay.
Yes. So direct competitors, we all know they are doing the same thing. And the normal compete. Say me ton wine, also ton wine. If I bet me have a tour, me now have a tour. Direct competition.
Okay.
And an indirect competition is when we are doing different things or giving different services, but solving the same problem.
Okay.
My service now, my day money is different. The whole day money is different, but the same problem na I solving.
Okay.
And Oshema, say me jina haya. Musicians are indirect competitors.
Okay.
Obia 2 different songs. Obia the name but different, but they are solving the same problem. They want to entertain the audience. So musicians are indirect competitors.
Okay.
Whether you like it or not, they are indirect competitors. Because you 2 at the same time.
Okay.
Either you tie Shatawale there and I tie Sarkodie there and I tie Stumboy there. Or different songs and yet the same song.
Okay.
Obia Bonenimo. But Omunina compete because they all want to serve the same purpose to entertain the audience. And they are no more indirect competitors.
Okay.
And some replacement competitors. A good example will be obi a oton gobe any obi a ebi a oton fried rice and omuton no the same place enipa no ekom de no edian na opedi either say obekwa ko di gobe and also obedi fried rice
okay
enti no baako be replace baako say gobe no na efu na omo nyina omo sika asem from ti gobe no mo pa omo replace fried rice and I be nipa ni nyes kanso so na say fried rice ntina sika onye fried rice no be dia omo replace gobe no enti baako be replace baako
okay
and you know by musicians there you bet me do a category of indirect competitors
okay
whether you like it or not but I think the musicians will decide to what extent
they
do I
want
want
to do
to
their
go.
competition
Yes a hono na me and be a bit different because
anti uti medical na asem na okana that means ono onye na adwen se ono bi be competition gidi bia
indirectly or compete but or to focus or you know a farmer na a farmer no and farmer na e no anasem that's why I'm saying say they decide to what extent
they want to
take the competition ya obi a na nya bere say enya wo ye den I have to take you out of the spotlight now also no until ono dey o ye ne bibia obi so Charlie, me, I'm having fun. Let me just do my thing. If I win, I win. If I lose, I don't really care.
Okay.
Almost.
And so that is what we see
medical is doing
from the tweet. You know?
Exactly. And you know, I was expecting Arnold to acknowledge that, not to go direct one. Arnold wants to say whether you like it or not, you are competing, and you know you better sit up and compete. But it's not true for everybody.
Okay.
So he should acknowledge those who are doing that, and you can place medical in that space. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Also, why na de far odidi. When I said the oil and one day need gintin or person happy fun.
Entertainment value.
Yes, and we have some people are so serious about the music because they want to take it to the next level. And almost almost compete, almost say what spotlight they are competing with you.
Okay.
They are also there. And one thing is I've said this before, entertainment is winner takes all. If you are the one on top, you are on top. Whether consciously or unconsciously, if you are on top, you are on top. Oh no, be it you, Sikane ba oh never first. Say any other business, be a person approach you before endorsement, they will come to you. And some I be already rejected, they are called before. That's how it is. A winner takes all. And in a honor, I mean, I'm not the way I say this is what it is. It's a 1 year OBG. So what ma obiba and you know as an individual you decide where you want to place yourself for the competition coming indirectly that's what it is.
Okay,
so Arnold have a point. I mean he did a fantastic article but he ignored the people having the right to choose whether they want to compete or not, so that's where he got it wrong.
Solid. This is Class Showbiz with Class, and you can only get this here on CTV, Ghana's #1 television station. At this stage, the floodgate is opened for you to also be a part of this conversation. Open conversation. And you might competition and medical or any to and your competition. Munya ni enje my mother say more the pressure so you say cry now can address ne toso cry na say you guys na dey say when maybe you was said the person na address ne toso na obi e konanim and not say oboa music is a competition so sit up okay which I
think sir I agree largely with Arnold.
Okay.
And it's no fault of the artist. It's the system of the music industry, you know. Fortunately,
you mean the Ghana one?
No, not the Ghana, the world generally. In fact, the global one.
Okay, good.
How music is consumed, how music is perceived, how music is ranked, even shows that there's competition everywhere.
Okay.
Creatively, send me creative medical kind of the creative piece, especially the creating process need any competition. I decide what I want to create. I will decide, say, ne to song, and I may doc no, somebody will decide that me meto, you be kind, you get it. Any competition, say, ought to be kind. It's in our services, me to, and no ma, or big also. No, I want to do so creative work in the creative process. It's not a competition, but once the project you are doing leaves the room and you put it on the streaming platforms, you want to do video, you want to do this, it becomes a competition, as he said, indirectly. Because even the chat system on streaming platforms tells you that somebody is number 1, somebody is number 2, somebody is number 3. That is competition. Oh, sorry, medical. Oh, I am the best rapper. Once you use best, it means there's competition. Who is the better and who is the good? And the earlier you sit up and tell myself, you know what, I'm not going to let any external pressure affect my creative work. But once the creative work I want to do, I enjoy doing, is done and it goes out, it is competition. Once we decide to place value or data, once you decide to value your product, which is the music, or they put data to it, or put numbers with a competition. Because the numbers means that you are pulling a certain data, whether physical people numbers or virtual numbers, audience, it is as against a certain numbers. Either say what the was strong or the form, and that is competition. The chat system, the billboard system, the awards, whatever it is all done in competition, with competition at the backbone of it. Okay. And the creative process, that's what catch them say, and your competition, they want to have fun with it. Obey Miami Dokuno, obey S also G or go, because that is what is fun for them. As long as that competition outside doesn't impede on the way of person having fun with the creative piece, I get him. But the real fact is, once the music leaves your room, once you want to charge for shows, because shows now will charge, the promoter is asking for your price as against another hottie on the, like you, to see one price, to see who has the even numbers pulling ability. A competition. You get it? Unless you know you will get paid. And I want your family and friends. But as long as it's coming out for you to put value on it, for someone to put numbers on it, for someone to put data, to actually collect data, a competition. And the earlier he sits up and realizes that he's in a business of competition, good for him.
Well, another solid one. And I still want to read from you. Good evening to Ahuma Bosco or Kansi, aka Daddy Bosco. Daddy Bosco says it's a collaboration. Well, I'll be reading more of such messages. Good evening once again, Daddy. Let me go on to Kojo King. You can also share your message with me. It's music competition. Medical is thinking that Munyai na yenji na jene serious. It don't be serious like that. I'm not saying get out, sit up and do the work well. It is competition. Kojo, okay, so we are near next topic so. And then the topic.
Yeah, PL. I would say, brofo and a trench our medical channel brofo. And I don't know the brofo. Asia no coin. We say communication mono yeah process. Because also a sender no encode no a funny message in the channel receiver no receiver no sweat decode and receiver no can decode it in any form or pen.
Okay.
Say a person at CSA receiver no be send any feedback back to the sender. That sender na at me the arbitration. Okay, medical way now. Or say Ghana music is slowly losing its touch and source due to loss of pressure exerted by a certain group of people. The focus of fan entertainment is gradually being swayed from entertainment to a target. I said slowly losing its touch and source. Oh, Bible no you there. Sign
Touch and source.
Due to loss of pressure exerted by a certain group of people. I know we has note here music no be competition. Music no be competition. There is a difference between music and music business. And I don't want to believe some medical to no name say music here competition. Only means there's business. And also another no can business. He was mentioning business. When it comes to business, there is competition. You will be able to me. I you will perform your mom to the guitar stores.
And no, ignorance.
Ignorance, whether ignorance or whatever.
And no, they measure say ignorance.
Well, whether ignorance or whatever.
Because that is where we consume music. You
can't blame them.
To what extent and more engaging in the competition?
Yes, to me they are too hot. Because this is what he or she wants to do. It is a music business. Yes, there is competition. Once it is not a monopoly system, say nipa bako, and we have other people doing the same thing. There will be some level of competition when it comes to the business. And in this case, we are looking at who are the target people? Within the Ghana, and even competition, your boundaries. Everyone said Ghana, you can't Ghanaian musicians. We have competition among ourselves. And Sunday be up and say, who graduated to the next level. To me, as I go, okay, now I'm not competing with only my local base, but I'm extending it to the other side. If everyone said Ghana, all the artists, will be we are in competition with each other. Because if it's not Shatawala, I may listen to Stonebwoy. If it's not Stonebwoy, I may go for Sarkodie or Medica. So there's that level of competition. But Medica somehow can. The fact say artists no fat pain so control no. Nitiri bomb the free mindset and control no. Me kind in na or no one. Slowly losing its source and touch. Source near the head dead. A dear money de source no quan on your money no. You lose it, and I know your business no may lose it. I know your sabia was rose or trono. Shatawale, Essany Demon Shatta, Tronum be into your no man a bonny who. Nemo was sit competition, sang microphone, press actual soon. Oma is so rap boot to no more, or Muntimin dream papa because of pressure. Okay, I want to see.
Pressure.
But you want to what the media, your kind of maker. Or see, loads. One cassette better.
Yeah, loads.
You must do.
But now, in the context of
Sunny, into the effort, the contour, Satan no making that statement. Some ran near the pressure to us to say, I shall come up with your wood to it never said, even that kind of pressure, I don't know. And no, we are losing that at source. Because we be away now, we can be now, we can we. A theater no, nya free mind no, and find your day, and creative. And not them be can say communication. The decode the receiver can decode it any which way he understands it. Because straightforward and not say, can business, music business.
And
like that is competition because once I'll be here at the end of the day, you are competing with other people. And I know you can't tell me say me Manu Adriani, right? Manu Adriani akutua akoji isiri go ndan. Ebe de ho edi aguma brand mu kama. Ene obi ono de ti odisi kwan ho no. Sa nipa no enemy direct competition. Although we are all selling food, but obi on the target. If say only me competed there and then right from the onset, now I didn't know my target audience. Because the reason why I'll go to East Legon, get a fine space, decorate it, do my markings, my paintings, hire workers who are neatly dressed and all of that. Maybe I'm running adverts. Now say me we na competitor here. Sabi will be a original or two there. Then minim me purpose. And in business no obi your friend being so niche marketing.
Okay.
Obi will have a certain niche for himself. Oh, ni say me ba na me we ya. Hey, mobi akaba we say mo de monkobo ewiase ani.
Monkobo Pluto.
Monkobo wiase ani. Me can we bo ma. I'll hit my target.
Okay.
Etini nyina no personal to the person. the individual now or the business. Etitia and say asam na medical kano and yet the business side is so slow. I don't think the medical is slow business. Say competition say be other rappers be ebeshina and I say because the guy has been very smart. Anytime be or on point.
Yeah.
Or try so the baby bar a man looking relevant. And I can even under normal circumstances for us the artist or any new viasa. You really know and now the business people no baby fat marketing. But we shouldn't forget say the main purpose of music was to satisfy a natural cause.
Okay.
Until we see be in a bimu who say we can make money out of it. And yet this is our business number can it's music and can be exclusive at the home. It's a one medical say you hear sa freedom no na the plan yes you lose touch never kakra na bia enyom na emu be hasen senia but music business there a competition because you have other people to also battle because you have other people to fight for the same target na and I'm a target no target bet me ayepe.
Okay.
Ebi a wo conscious music. I know me some conscious music. And you who me say me competitor kra na. Yeah, we have similar target. Enti ne ane de mu be edu no. That is why we also add certain things ana amaya de na da so.
Well, thank you so much to Kojo King, to Tilly Ekwe Nipa, and to Intim Dodo Solomon.